Yo, what's good? It's PatrickxxLee. We about to talk everything. Room 37 with Skipani. Let's go. I really wanted to have a project of my own where I could like look at it and see like names there. You know what I'm saying? Because in the past, all like the projects that I've pushed have had like next to no feature. Besides like J Marley, Champagne 69, and my homeboy Nicky Val, right? So I really wanted to do something where something that brings me out of my comfort zone, something that brings the artists that I've featured out of their comfort zone. I wanted to make something that was super different from what I've put out before. I'm sure everybody expected the music to be like, to have like the elements of like rock, and I mean I did have like a guitar on there, but people expected it to have like rock and it be like super dark. But I wanted to do something super synthy, super synthy, like super experimental, something that sounds out of this dimension. It all kind of came. It kind of came as the process went along. It started out in the beginning of me saying, "Yo, I just want to do a tape that has like everyone on it, like, or what I would say is like everyone that I consider a friend." You know what I mean? And yeah, it's for me. This is like it's like an invitation. It's like, hey, I'm ready to play, guys. Room 37 it has a different intention behind it. So it's like with the other projects, my intention was to say things that, or not even just to say things, to speak my truth in a way that people could hear me say certain things and relate to that. Whereas with Room 37, the intention is that you hear the sonic as a whole and it make you feel however it makes you feel. Like the song itself is like, it's more than the lyrics and more the overall feeling of the song is meant to evoke some feeling for me. And the reason I wanted to take that approach with it was so that you can choose, or not even you could choose, it's like, you don't have to be sad in order to go listen to the song. You could apply how you feel to it in most cases. And then there are songs which are purely for fun, because also at the same time, I'm coming from a position where I worked on this like super deep album, right? I worked on this super deep album, and then I had the thought like, okay, I should drop something before I drop this album. And I remember I was chilling with Tony, and Tony from Valhalla, and he said to me, he's like, do you want to give people just another Diary of an Arsonist too, or do you want to give them something completely different? And that he said that in reference to the album that's ready. The album sounds like a continuation from that momentum of what I was like creating back then. Whereas now, yeah, it's just a switch. It's a different remedy, The sounds correlate to the album art. The album art is like, I don't know if you ever remember this movie. It was called, and I've only started referencing it recently. I have like other references for it, but there's this movie, Chronicles of Narnia, and you see that portal to Narnia is in the wardrobe. So it's like the portal to this room. It exists outside of the dimension. Like you could be in this building, but when you step through it, you're not in a room that's confined to like this space and universe. And in that room, it's like I'm the host of that room. And I'm the host, and I'm saying, pull up to this room, you guys could do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want to say. You can party how you want to party. You can, and it's just, it's like a blend of like, if you imagine you said that to people at a party, it would be a blend of like chaos and like euphoria and everything. And that's what that room is like meant to like represent. In the beginning, when I said, okay, I want to do a tape, a collaboration tape, there was, I hit up a lot of artists. But these are all artists that I know, all artists that I have respect for, all artists that I have connected with before. And then as the process goes on, of course, everybody said yes, and I thank you to everybody that said yes. And then as the course of time goes on, everybody, people have their own things that they have to do. Life happens, so it then trickles down into something organic, because it's like now everybody that was on the tape, it kind of feels like they were meant to be on the tape. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's just how I approach it. Like it's, or everyone on this project has some form of personal relationship with him. Yeah. I have an amapiano song. Yeah. I don't see it I don't see it as switching, right? Let's dive a little bit deeper into this with the whole hip hop and amapiano thing. I don't think, first of all, it's a thing of like amapiano is taking over. I just think that a lot of people are forgetting the reason why they could have been born anywhere on this planet, but they were born here in Johannesburg or in South Africa. You've never ever heard a song about what it sounds like for a middle-class kid growing up in Bryanston. You've never heard what that sounds like. You've never heard what it sounds like for an immigrant from another country living in Johannesburg. You've never heard what that sounds like. Only thing that you hear about mostly when it comes to hip hop is somewhat emulated from what's happening in the States. So I feel like because there's that lack of connection and that lack of responsibility that artists were feeling to be like, yo, there's a certain reason why we're here, so we got to talk about what's here. No one's saying, yo, switch to amapiano, because we still got Maglera. Do you know what I'm saying? I said to somebody the other day, like, yo, Maglera's a rap artist. Like, you know what I mean? It's all about that connection and like that authenticity. So it's like, people hear the amapiano and they're like, damn, this is it. Yeah, and that's the sonic of it all. That's more than like the lyric, it's the sonic of it all. So, and that's even the reason why I have like Voodoo, which is an Afrobeat song, and then I have the Afro Soul with Java. I don't think me, 2017, 2018 would even be in the mind state of wanting to do that, because I would have been so caught up in my own head of, oh, this is how shit's meant to sound. But also at the end of the day, every great artist should never shun a genre. It should never be seen as I'm switching. Of course, and to the people that listen, to your core fan base, supporters, and just the viewers, and then the people that don't care. Someone will say you switch, but at the end of the day, nobody really knows what they want. They just know what they've been given before. That's why a supporter of mine can say, yo, we want another Diary of an Arsonist. But that's just because you know that before. You don't know. I could be coming with the greatest sound. I could make an amapiano song that could blow your mind completely. But you don't know that. You just know what you had before. So I don't know. Like, I think I've even stumbled away from. I don't know if I answered the question. Yeah. I'll say just the whole thing of wanting everything right now, and then you have this super giant big goal. You're seeing like the whole mountain, and you're like, I need to get to the top of that mountain, and then it's like when you're running on the treadmill, and then you say, oh damn, I still got 15 minutes left. It's like, don't look at the fact that you have to run for 15 minutes. Look at the fact that you got to run for for 1 minute. So, focus on that, and then you'll have less frustrations. And when you have less frustrations, it makes it easier for you to go out into the world and do what you need to do. Because I feel like a lot of conflicts and a lot of just like things that are anti-progress, they all stem from a person's frustrations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember what the thing was back then was that everything is so cliquey, or this and that. I feel like it's just because a whole bunch of frustrated people walking around. Like, when you're able to be present, you're not looking at, damn, I have this big goal that I'm trying to achieve, and you're just thinking like, yo, how can I make the most of today? I think you can go out there and be a genuine person to the people around you, and I think that's like super duper important for any artist, is to make sure that they're going out and genuinely doing it because they love it. And if you love it, you'll be present in it. I remember like a long time ago, maybe when I was a kid, I was like, yo, I want a lucky number. Like, you ever heard of someone that tell you, yo, I got a lucky number, bro? Like, well, how do you get your lucky number? So how I came about this is that it was just during like a phase in my life when I was just searching for answers in every single place that I could possibly try and find them. It was like, I found out that you could translate your name to numerology. And then the 3 is Patrick translates to 3, and 7 is the combination of my first name, middle name, and last name. And then 3 represents creativity, and 7 represents the pursuit of truth and knowledge. So I put it together, it was 37, and I was just like, okay, that's my number. Let me run with it. And then what starts happening? It becomes like that BMW thing. Like when you have a BMW, then you suddenly start seeing all the BMWs on the road. You know what I'm saying? What I feel is like, I feel like if you choose a lucky number, like if you actually just say, okay, look, 185 is my lucky number. You'll see it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll start to see it. Like it'll just start popping up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just one of those things that that's my name at the end of the day. When I make music, I'm like laser focused. Like we could be working on the hardest beats, and I'm sitting there like super still, just watching. Unless it's time to like bump the music, then of course we're jumping around and all that. But like for the most part and everything, like I compartmentalize the madness of the performance. There's 2 different people like that are on stage, and the dude in the studio is like, yeah.